Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
Hello everyone and welcome to Online Success Journey. This is episode 32. Are you ready to join the clan? Today we have Kay Saunders. Kay is a certificate personal developer coach, a business coach, a best-selling author, and a podcast host who draws from her own experiences and struggles in life and in business to inspire others to make a difference in their life. Kay's goal is to help people from around the globe who want to live a more fulfilling life or who wants to start business or take their business to the next level. Kay truly believes that everyone not only deserves but also have the ability to live a fulfilling life full of success and achievement. Hello, Kay.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I know here the clan is anxious to hear your story, so let's get started with the basics. Can you tell my clan a little bit about your background, about what you did before you were online? Take us right up to the last job or business you did before you were online.
Okay, well, to get started, I'm from Germany. I came to the States back in 2006, and over the years, I've tried many different business opportunities, from network marketing to, just about anything you can think of. My goal was, I wanted to work from home. Back in Germany, I was doing eBay, and I was pretty good with that. I also had my nail technician business, but unfortunately, I couldn't do it here. So in 2012, I realized I wanted to go into coaching. I was working for the military for behavioral health and in a PTSD treatment facility. So I thought, okay, that would be a great niche to go in because, my passion was to help people. So I was going into working with veterans who suffer from PTSD. But my biggest challenge was, at first, I didn't know how to coach. So I was basically dragging my feet until I think it was like mid 2014, when I decided, okay, now I got to make something happen. I got to make something work. So I got into coaching school to get my certification and also to learn how to actually coach someone and how to build a coaching business. And beginning of 2015 is when I really opened my doors. I opened up Kay Centers Coaching, and I've, for the past, year, I've been really building my online audience. Like you mentioned, I'm a best-selling author, so I have written a book. I have co-authored another book. I started my podcast. So I've done a lot of things to really raise the awareness around me and let people know who I am. So that's what I've been up to, and I really like coaching. And I got into coaching was because it is my passion. Now I'm not a holistic life coach no more, what I started out with. Now I changed my niche to business coaching. So now I focus on entrepreneurs, startup entrepreneurs who want to gain the visibility online, who want to get the exposure and expert status where they attract qualifying clients instead of them having chased after clients. And I just recently quit my full-time job. I went full-time entrepreneur about a week ago was when I made the leap. I haven't really been working for a while, but I just recently quit and went into my business full time because I'm just too busy in my business. I don't have time for my job no more.
Okay. Wow, that's a great background, Kay.
Yeah.
So help us connect with you. Tell us one thing, is a business or a personal, that we want to know about you.
I am a fighter. I don't give up. I'm the type of person, if I have an idea, I take it and I run with it. So that's why I was able to quit my job so quickly, because I had all these great ideas. I didn't just sit around and waited for stuff to come to me. I went out and I made stuff happen. So I think that's like the biggest thing about me, is that I'm a go-getter. I do whatever I need to do. If there's something that's holding me back, I figure out a way to push through it, to really make it happen. Especially if something is standing in my way, I figure out a way to get past that.
Wow. Okay, now you are successful. You managed to quit your job. You are running your own business. Did you have any failures setting up your business?
Oh yeah, many.
Well, we'd
I
like to
mean,
hear them, please.
well, the biggest thing that I had to overcome was my own mindset. And that's what a lot of entrepreneurs have to struggle with, is their own mindset. They start out, they don't think they can charge for their services. So at first, I did a lot, working pro bono, and I'm like, I just work with you because I need clients, I need to practice. And like I said, my mindset was really the biggest thing, where I was going in circles for a very long time, where I really didn't know, okay, who is really my target client? How should I go about marketing myself? What if, for example, when I wrote my book, I was like, what if people don't read it? Even with my podcast, what if people don't listen to it? What if people don't like it? And, if you have those type of mindset, you are stuck. I mean, I had to learn to trust in my abilities and to trust in myself, that I do have knowledge to share, that I am an expert in my field, that I do know what I'm talking about, and that I'm not just gonna, sit down and wait for stuff to happen, that I needed to trust in myself. And that was also the biggest hurdle I had to come to, when it came to, when am I gonna make the leap? When I'm gonna take the leap of faith and really quit my job? I mean, I was in a dead end job. I hated it, and I was not fulfilled. Like every day I got out of bed, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go to work again. And I was miserable. But then I always had to fear, what am I going to do about money? What if I don't find clients? And until one day I'm like, enough is enough. I know I'm good. I know what I can do. I know I'm a good coach, and I can really make changes and like help people get to where they want to be. And I need to trust in myself. And then I stepped out of my comfort zone. I really trusted in myself, and that's when I took the leap of faith. And ever since I really learned how to trust myself and my own abilities, it was a whole nother ball game. I mean, like opportunities started coming to me, doors have opened since then, and life in business hasn't been the same. So
Wow.
I would say the mindset was really my biggest struggle, the fear of what am I going to do about money? What if I don't find clients, and those type of things. But when you focus so much on those things, the negative things, that's what you're going to get. Like Tony Robbins always says, where energy goes, I mean, where focus goes, energy flows. So if you focus on all the negative things and all the things that holding you back, then you're not going to move forward, and that's what you're going to get. So if you focus on, I don't have no money, I don't have no money, well, guess what you're going to get? You're not going to have any money. And once I learned that, it opened my eyes. And then like I said, I learned to trust in myself, and I don't regret finally, finding a way to really trust in myself. And like I said, life and business hasn't been the same since.
Okay. All right. I know the clan here is anxious to hear about how you go through this in part two, but for now, tell us, what do you think is the reason for your success now?
Collaboration. That is the big key. And working with mentors, working with coaches. Before, when I was in the network marketing industry, I never really understood the importance of having mentors, working with a coach, and most of all, collaborating. My mentor now, he always says, build an army of many, don't stay an army of one. And what he means with that is, you can't build your business on your own. You have to collaborate with others. And when I became a co-author in the Change book series, I gained many mentors, and I gained many connections that now we're collaborating. I'm actually working on a very, very big joint venture project right now. We're about to launch in March the 15th. It's where like a lot of experts get together. We all promote each other's product. We create products together. So it's like, it's a again, you gain something out of it, you give something. So it's like we help each other grow our business, gain more visibility, really be known as the experts. And without collaboration, I don't think any business can become successful. That's what I have learned on my journey.
Wow. Okay, Kay, we know that everyone online wants their needs met, their problems solved. So my clan is also the same. They want the same things, and they want to move their businesses forward. So what is your focus on socialite online?
Online, I do a lot of videos. I mean, I just started videos because I was also afraid of the whole getting in front of the camera. But once you did it once, it's fun. So now I do that. I do a lot of podcast interviews. I mean, I've been interviewed on so many other podcasts, and also from very successful entrepreneurs. I myself have my own podcast where I interview very successful entrepreneurs, kind of like what you're doing right now, and that gave me the exposure. So I think ever since I started my podcast, I mean, my online following went from, I think it was about almost 600 friends on my Facebook now to about 2,600, 2,700 people. And I just barely started in November. So within the first month, I went up about 2,000 followers on my Facebook alone. So that is one big thing that I do. And like I said, video, interviews, my own podcast, and then, having a book, it already positions me as an expert. I mean, there are different things that you can do as far as, writing blogs, newsletters, and those type of things. But the key with that is, it has to be something consistent that you have to do consistently. You can't just, post something once and then, 2-3 weeks later, you post another blog or whatever. So that is not so much what I do. I focus more on, like I said, going into videos, posting value online, and then even, like I said, my podcast. So that's the main things that I'm focusing right now, and also me being interviewed.
Okay. You are now a best-selling author. Did you always wanted to be an author?
Oh no, I was like, me writing a book? Are you crazy?
Uh-huh.
It was like I never thought I would write a book, honestly. But when I got the offer to be a co-author in the book, and all I had to do was write a chapter, which was like, I think it was 10 pages. And I'm like, oh my God, 10 pages, that is so much. Oh my God, how am I going to do that? But I wrote my chapter and I'm like, hey, that's fun. And then I connected with a friend of mine, and she was writing a book at that time, and she was doing a class on how to go about publishing your own book. And I asked her, I'm like, hey, how do you go about doing that? So she kind of gave me some pointers on how to start it, how to go about it, what to do, whatever. And I'm like, okay. I took the idea, I ran with it. About 5 weeks later, I published my own book, and about a week later, I became best-selling author.
Wow, this is so easy. Seems everything is on your side.
Well, you know what? It is really, you have to put your mind to it. I mean,
Okay.
if you're only doing stuff half-hearted, you're not going to get stuff done. It's about time management and looking at, the end goal. I mean, what is your end goal? What is it that you want to accomplish? And what I did with my book, and what really got me going, was I created my cover. I created my book cover. I printed it out. I put it by my desk. So every day I saw that cover, and I visualized holding my own book in my own hands. And the amazing feeling once you have a book that has your name on it, you're going to be out there. I mean, people will know who you are. They will see your name everywhere. And that's the things I focused on. And then I just sat down and I started with my outline. I started writing, and I focused on just writing my book. At that time, I was still at the beginning stages of, building my business. I didn't really have clients. So I figured, what? I just focus on, writing my book right now. And I was so passionate about it because my book, I mean, if you don't mind me sharing about my book.
Yes, please.
It's called the Coaching Business Blueprint. And the reason why I wrote this book was because when I first started in 2012 with coaching was I didn't know how to coach. I mean, I've done the course on holistic life coaching, but that taught me about the holistic modalities, but it didn't tell me how to coach someone and how to build your coaching business. So I was looking for a book that was really comprehensive, that really taught me everything that I needed to know on how to be a coach, how to become a successful coach. So back then I was like, someone really should write a book that had everything, because it's not just about how to coach, but you also have to build your coaching business, and you also need to know how to sell your coaching services. And there was no book out there, none. There was no comprehensive book out there that had all these 3 parts in it. So when I started my coaching school and I learned all these great things that I've always been looking for, that I always wanted to learn, I figured that would be a great topic for my book. So that's how my book came about. It's about, teaching people how to become coaches, how to go really from A to Z, how to get started, how to build your business, what all do you need for a coaching business, and most of all, how you sell your services. And that's what my book was all about. And I focused so much on there, and I had that vision that I will be able to help others who wanted to become coaches and who didn't have thousands of dollars to, get a certification in coaching, to go to the school to get professionally trained by a university, or I mean, not a university, but a school on coaching. That was my vision. I was looking at it, okay, what will people get from that? And that's what was driving me. And that's why I had no problem sitting there for hours, or every weekend, all day long, and just writing. I mean, I'm surprised my fingers didn't, start like knotting up or whatever. But I was focusing on my end result. What was my outcome? What did I want to achieve? And that's what kept me going. And it's the same thing with everything else I do in my business. I look at what will I get out of it? What will other people get out of what I create? Wow. And that's what keeps me going.
Okay. So where do we find this fabulous book?
It's on Amazon, and it's also on my website. It's ksanders.com. And I just recently turned that book into a course. I added a lot more stuff to it, and I also added a workbook. So people will get a lot more out of the course than just reading the book. Because I don't know if you ever looked at, once you read a book, you can do with it something with it, or you just read it and then put it down. But with an online course, it's more interactive. You actually have to do certain tasks. You have to do the work. I think an online course is a lot more valuable than just a book. So that's why I turned my book into an online course, which is also available on my website.
And what is your website?
It's ksanders.com. That's KAYSANDERS.com.
Wow. Okay. Clan, Kay is going to hang out and share more information about her journey with us. If you can relate to where Kay started her travels so far, or if you just want to learn about Kay, you can listen to extended version of her journey at onlinesuccessjourney.com. If you are listening at the journey, by clicking on part 2 of Kay's journey, you will get even more tips to help you become an author, become a fantastic coach, and Kay will be there for you all the way. So also you'll find all these links at onlinesuccessjourney.com and all our podcasts. So check out Kay's program, the Coaching Business Blueprint course at ksanders.com. You can find all the links and more about joining the clan at onlinesuccessjourney.com. Clan, that's a wrap. Remember, success is a journey. Patience and Kay. Join us in part 2 at onlinesuccessjourney.com.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to part 1 and want to be sure you know there is a second part to this and every journey podcast at onlinesuccessjourney.com, filled with even more success tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. There are dozens of episodes only available to the members of the Online Success Journey clan. Check out the website and click on Join the Clan for more information. Patience would like to thank you for listening to this podcast, and she has a free audio gift for you at her website. Go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for instant access to this gift. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps each of us chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the Online Success Journey and to listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review it at Stitcher and other sites by clicking the stars or completing the ratings form, by clicking thumbs up and leaving a comment on YouTube, or liking and sharing the podcast on social media. To review the podcast within iTunes, simply open iTunes to the podcast, click on Ratings and Reviews, then write a review. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.